We're getting ready to send my device in with this camera and a light into all three sections of the mine. The center, right, and the left side. This will go in about 20 feet. The camera's going to be on this end down here, obviously. That's the light that goes on top of the camera that's really bright. I think we're going to send it in that black hole first. That's where the main mine was, according to Uncles Raleigh and Roger. And this is where the collapse area is. You can see how that big rock collapsed, covered up most of the hole. And all that probably has collapsed at one time. Right in there. So we're going to give it a shot, see what we can see. This is in case I never see that $800 outfit again. You see the bungee cord holds it to the, pointing to the right side. If you see the string on there. That's more than string. Pulling on the string from behind turns it. Okay, we're going to try to get it in. Change the camera angle. I want the camera pointing straight ahead. Well, I'll first go in here. I hope I have clearance. I hope I have clearance, Clarence. Okay, we're about 10, 12 feet in. Okay, we're about 10 to 12 feet in. See if I let go of the camera a little. That's looking to the left side. You see that big coal column there? That's about the center. It looks like there's a column of coal there. It looks like right there is an opening to the left there behind that column. And there's that column there. They come all the way around to the right. You'll see some posts in that center column of coal. So we'll go back to the center here and move it in a little bit further. Still, I'm just headed for that column. I can't really do nothing about that because I don't have an opening here. Let's stop there for a minute. I'm just about at the edge myself. Oh, I can see some water laying there. Okay. That's looking around to the left again. Looks like something hanging from the ceiling there. But you do see there is water laying in there. So I really can't go too much further in this left side. That's looking straight ahead. Now that's looking to the right. So it does look like off to the left there. Not sure. I think I'm getting close to the water there. And I'm looking all the way to the left, so there's not much more I will be able to see. I'm right at the edge of the opening under the rock, and I've got this device in. It's 21 feet long from the back to the camera. So 21 feet in, that's what it looks like. And let me move the camera around just a little. That's that column there. That's looking straight ahead. And right there's all the way to the right. So it does look like, based on what I'm seeing here, on this left side, the main opening where Roger and Rolling, my dad and Grandpa mined, it does go to the left from the opening. Right there. Okay, I've got it angled over looking that way to the left side. You see there is water laying up against that back column. The column that you're seeing on the far left of the screen is a small column. That's just like a circular column there about 4 feet wide. I can't get it all the way to the left there. And I'm only about 12 feet in here. So I'm going to shove it straight now, and maybe the camera will pick up a little bit more. I don't know what that thing hanging down, if that's a post or a rock fall. Let me see if I could zoom in just a little. Now there's definitely water laying back there, I can see. Yeah, a lot of water laying there. Okay, that's about halfway zoomed in. You know, oh, maybe a little bit too far there. If you see the water laying there underneath that looks like a log that they put on the top of the roof, and there were some posts under it. Now the posts that I see, the 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 all the way going to the right there, those look further back. Now if I zoom out a little, I think there's a post on the right side. Yeah, it's coming into view right now. See that post there on the right side? It looks like that was holding that log up. They probably put a long log in there to support the ceiling as they were digging towards the left. Okay, I just had an idea there. As I'm pulling it out, I can rotate it a little bit here. Now you can see all of that 4-foot column of coal. That's a post there. And you can see there's a post right there. I think you saw that in the other video when I lowered the camera down by a string. That might be about as far to the left as I can get it. That's what it looks like to the left. And you can see because of the collapse in front of that post off to the left side, there's a lot of dirt that is poured back into the mine. We were just looking in that gap that's about in the center of the screen right now. Okay, let me move the camera around to the right a little. Okay, there's a post right there in front of the camera. And you see the multiple posts back in there. Let me get past that just a little. I'll run into it if I'm not careful. Yeah, I can't turn it anymore. It's because of the opening that I have out here is preventing it from turning. You can see they dug way back in there. I honestly can't see where the end is. Where the back is, I meant. Let me zoom in a little. Yeah, look at all the posts in there. Okay, we're just starting. We're only about 2 feet in on the center section. Now let me get this straightened out a little bit. Okay, I've got the camera straightened out. It's really tight here at the opening. I almost have to dig back a little bit more. But we're going to try to get in without banging the camera up. Okay. The light was hitting the top of the roof there. Okay, that's looking straight ahead from where I'm going in at. That's looking slightly to the left. Okay, as you can see off to the right in the picture, they left the center column of coal and rock there for support. And we're only about 8 feet in right now. Okay, we're now 12 feet in. Look at all the posts back there. That's that center column of coal still that goes way back there. They left that for support. Let me do a little turn so we can look to the left a little bit. There we go. There was a post there I had to get around. Now look at all those posts in there. Counting the one in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boy, look at that bright thing way in the back, center of the screen. We'll zoom in before we go any further here. Make sure I don't lose communication with this. Okay, we're 12 feet, well, 14 feet in from the beginning of the cave here. Okay, TC, that bright stuff, that's your diamonds there. That's the diamonds up on the roof there that we need to go in there and chip out. And by the way, look at the post. There's those wedges, so they must have made those wedges out of a different type of a wood, because that wood is not rotted. That's interesting. You can see how the piece of wood on the top of the post is kind of cut in a slither, thick at one end, thinner at the other. But clearly there's your diamonds, TC, that are in the Walter Hall diamond mine. All right, I'm going to back out as far as the camera zoom. And we're going to see how much further we could go in without running into something. Again, we're in basically what I call the center section of the mine. According to my Uncle Roger, who has the best memory of this was not mined by the family in their memory. Now, maybe my grandfather, before they were old enough to remember, might have mined this. They mined that left side where we started the videos. All right, so let's move in a little bit further here. And by the way, the camera is actually looking to the left right now. I hate for that camera to get stuck in there. $800 camera. Okay. We are 21 feet in from the entrance here. And I'm going to pan the camera just a little, assuming this still works. Okay, that's looking straight ahead, and of course all you're really seeing is that column of coal. So it does, even the center section goes around to the left. And that's looking more towards the left there. Okay, all right, not a lot to see here. Point is, it's hard to imagine that people would crawl around in there. Okay, we're getting ready to go into the, on the right side, I want to say there's two sections. I'll call it the left right side and the right side. Just barely at the entrance here. I have to see if this will fit. So that's where I want to go. I was looking at that center section there. I don't know, I kind of have my doubts about getting in. It's not dug out enough. Okay, now, when I said it's divided here, I don't know if it's divided or that's just a little column of coal right there, straight ahead, that was left for support. So there may just be this right side. Okay, that's looking over where I was talking about, like the right side, and then the left side, but I may be mistaken now that I've got it in there about 6 feet. That may just be a column of coal left. Maybe you could get around it on the back side. I'm real tight on my clearance here. There we go. I was actually bumping the ceiling. Okay, this doesn't look to go as far back. We're 12 feet in. It goes at least another 12. Let me pan it around to the left a little. I've got a bad angle trying to get in here. Okay. Now there's, on the right side, looking towards the left. And again, you could see that big column of coal off to the left there behind that post. That divides that center section we were in this right side. So, I can move it in some more. It's muddy in there, which means it's water. I actually see water dripping. Yeah, water's dripping, 15 feet back in there. Yeah, let me turn the camera. You'll see how close I am to the column there. Yeah, see what happens there. That's looking straight ahead. Now, maybe that's a collapse back there, I don't know. Or were they just quit digging? Yeah, I was losing communication. I don't have a good angle here. Because you do have to keep in a line with this. Yep, there's a post laying there. In fact, I'm in some mud and I just came up. The front of this device is hitting that post right there. Or it's hitting a rock, I can't tell which. So, we're looking towards the right slightly. Hopefully this will back off a little. Okay, that's looking straight ahead. Oh, by the way, TC, there's the gold on the ceiling. You know, the diamonds were on the left side. Over on this right side, you could start scraping that gold off when you get up here. Okay, Tish, you got to get in here and scrape that gold off. I've got the diamonds. You can have the gold. Now that's looking over towards the left of this right side. And unfortunately, I'm only about 14 feet in, but I'm stuck there on a rock or something that's blocking my way. So that may be all I'm going to see here. Okay, I pulled this out. We're only about 6 feet in there. And you notice that's a pretty thin column of coal supporting this other section. And we're still looking to the left slightly. Let me get this straight on view. You'll see this other side I'm talking about. Now that's that other side I'm talking about there, off to the right of that column there. Doesn't look like there's much over there. And if you look at the bottom right of your screen, you'll see mud has collapsed onto this side over here where the opening was, and it's backfilled into the mine. It's interesting with the naked eye. Boy, I see some nice coal in there, actually. But there's a roof collapse. Let's see. Let me turn the camera just a little. Okay. Crawling around in mud and water to do all this. I'm scraping. Okay, like I'm right, the device is right in front of that small column, and we're looking, the camera's turned to the left there. Okay, that's looking towards the center as of what I call the right side. It just, if you look at the ceiling there, my light is scraping it, so I can't enter that room in there because of the backfill of the, the mud that's collapsed is lifting up the device too high. And there's looking on around to the right. So it's not a very big section, apparently. I'm going to do a quick cell phone video here while I have the camera mounted. You can see that nice light, how it lights things up in there. It's about 50 LEDs. You can see my wheels have collected a lot of mud in there. That's looking on the coal column that divides that right and left sides. So I'm going to leave the device up here. My mine exploration contraption that's seen a lot of action here. Get my camera out without getting it wet from all the water that drips here. So that is that right side that we went in. Over here is that center section. And there's that left section, which is much bigger once you get past the hump of all the dirt in there. An unfortunate collapse. So the device worked pretty good to explore it. Except TC, the diamonds are over here on the left side. And we saw the gold over here on the right side that you're going to have to crawl in here and get if you want it.